Welcome to McClatchy's second annual live stream awards. Today, we're excited to announce the winners for 2020. People are the most valuable asset of our company. It determines whether we succeed, and it is the difference between good and great results. I'm thrilled to join my colleagues today to recognize the best of the best in our company. The 4 awards we will present, the first being the President's Award. It recognizes the highest expression of essential local journalism across our 30 newsrooms. The Chairman's Circle Award recognizes our highest performing advertising sales and support colleagues. The James McClatchy Award recognizes our unsung heroes, those employees who make key contributions day in and day out, mostly behind the scenes, but whose work makes everything we do possible. And finally, our Eleanor McClatchy Award, which recognizes high potential individuals who exhibit a forward-thinking mindset and contribute considerably to the company's business transformation and expect to win mindset. Speaking of winning, let's take a step back and reflect on how our staff continued to win amid a pandemic that changed the way we worked, lived, and communed with each other. Here's a quick video highlighting how we at McClatchy pivoted to remain essential to our communities.
I often, luckily, have some company.
Got my handy co-worker here, and got my setup in the kitchen.
Put my NCPA press passes in my car just in case we go on lockdown. We are still considered an essential service.
It's amazing to see how we continue to do our jobs and do them well during the past year. Now, on to our awards. Joining me today are Kristen Roberts, SVP of News, Tony Berg, SVP of Advertising, and Billy McConkie, SVP of Legal and People and the Corporate Secretary. Let's get things started by announcing the winners of the President's Awards. We're pleased to honor 8 winners this year, all extraordinary examples of the essential local journalism being done in our communities on a daily basis. Their work and efforts define what we mean when we say essential. This year's honorees excelled in investigative reporting, as well as accountability and enterprise journalism. It's our 21st year of recognizing the best of McClatchy journalism, and the 2020 contest was highly competitive. Let me turn things over to Kristen for more details.
Thank you, Tony, and thank you to all of our newsrooms for a year of truly powerful journalism. Continuing the practice that we began together last year, members of this news team nominated their peers for the President's Awards recognition, and then we assembled a group of judges from outside of McClatchy to review those nominations. The people who agreed to dedicate the hours required of this process are each distinguished and highly accomplished media professionals, and they're advocates for local journalism. Our judges this year were Brian Stelter, reliable sources anchor on CNN; Ann Kornblit, Vice President of Global Curation at Facebook; Wesley Lowry, correspondent at CBS News 60 Minutes; Adrienne LaFrance, Executive Editor at The Atlantic; and Steve Waldman, President and co-founder of Report for America. Our judges were inspired and impressed by the quality and impact of the nominations, so much so that a handful wanted to send direct messages. Let's hear them now.
Hey, Brian Selter here from CNN, just expressing my admiration for all the entrants of this year's McClatchy President's Awards. As a reporter who covers the media for a living, I know the frustrations, I know the stresses that all of us are under, but it was all inspiring to see this body of work, the articles, the videos, the databases, the interactive features. This was remarkable, not just for the quantity, but the quality, and most of all, the impact. It made me think a lot about how readers and viewers in these local markets are the true beneficiaries of what you do. And I want to keep spreading that word. We all have to keep spreading the word about how journalism for the common good is absolutely critical in communities across this country. Thank you so much, and congratulations to the winners.
I'm Adrienne LaFrance, the Atlantic's executive editor, and I just wanted to say what a pleasure it was to read your tremendous work this year. I'm so grateful to all of you for your journalism and for holding our public officials accountable. Thank you.
The winners of this year's President's Award represent the extraordinary level of journalism being produced across our newsrooms and the country. And I want to express my deep gratitude to our winners and to all of our journalists for delivering on our mission of essential local journalism in the communities we serve. And so with that, let's announce the winners. The Sacramento Bee for Blackout on Lone Star Road. By returning to Quinton Watts' conviction for a 2008 bus crash, the Sacramento Bee delivered an exquisite piece of journalism with all of the elements, a powerful exposition of injustice told through the story of one man's life. The Bee showed that his 26-year sentence, delivered by a jury without any Black peers after a minimal defense, was unfair by today's standards. The story changed Watts' life and illustrated the vital role the Sac Bee plays in its community. The Miami Herald for A Numbers Game and Just Like You. The Miami Herald's creative coverage and presentation of the difference between the government's words and the virus's actions was labeled unique and the first of its kind. The follow-up story, Just Like You, was actually thousands of stories in one. The version a reader saw depended on the demographic details entered by that reader on the page. This package represents the power of data-driven accountability journalism. The Kansas City Star for the truth in black and white. In this path-breaking effort, the team at the Star created a model for newsrooms around America to deal with their past. The key is not merely to apologize, but to do serious reporting that belatedly tells the truths that have not been told before. This package understood that the newspaper wasn't just a bystander to racism, but a participant and a facilitator.
Our next winner, the San Luis Obispo Tribune for Substandard of Living. This extraordinary 9-month investigative project not only exposed unacceptable conditions for the most vulnerable renters, it empowered them to make change. By partnering with the community and providing renters' guides in multiple languages, the Tribune met citizens where they are, illustrating the very best of what innovative journalism can offer. The Wichita Eagle for Anatomy of a Smear campaign. Using court documents, public records, open source intelligence, and interviews, Eagle reporters laid bare a secretive disinformation campaign meant to deceive voters and destroy a political opponent. This is a series of stories focused on lies and deceit, stories that the Eagle refused to let go. A Wichita reader described the coverage best, saying, and I quote, "Your efforts will lead to less corruption and make Wichita a better, more honest community."
The Belleville News-Democrat for Housing Laws Plague Underserved Granite City Residents. This gutsy investigative package used sophisticated data research, record scrutiny, and interviews to reveal how a sensible-sounding rule went horribly wrong. It managed to both bring to life the individual injustices and explain the systemic flaws that allowed this situation to develop and to persist. The Kansas City Star for terror at Missouri Christian Boarding School. The Star's enterprise reporting on religious boarding schools did what all great journalism aspires to do. It revealed truths of which the public was previously unaware. It took readers into places that were previously shrouded in secrecy, and it secured acknowledgement and accountability for people who have been harmed. The Raleigh News and Observer for death in a North Carolina jail. John Neville was 56 and incarcerated when he died. State lawmakers tried to hide the information from the public about what had happened to him. The manner in which the News and Observer responded is awe-inspiring. First, because a reporter noticed the attempted legislative cover-up. Next, through dogged reporting into the conditions surrounding Neville's death. And finally, by launching a relentless fight for access to public records. Through this, the News and Observer shows what it means to be a standard bearer for accountability. Congratulations to this year's winners whose efforts have provided vital information to our communities, held the powerful to account, and given voice to the powerless. Your work represents the highest expression of our mission and clearly demonstrates the value and necessity of strong, independent, and local journalism.
Thanks, Kristen. What a great list of winners. Please join me in congratulating this year's McClatchy President's Award winners. Next up is the Chairman's Circle Award to recognize our outstanding sales and support colleagues in the advertising division. 2020 was a challenging year, to say the least, and I appreciate and applaud the resilience and persistence demonstrated by the award winners. As Tony Berg will describe, you did it all. You pivoted, you improvised, and you didn't take your eye off of sales opportunities, and you did it all from home. Congratulations, you supported your clients, teams, and colleagues with a winning combination of strategy, action, and competitive spirit. These award-winning performances are extraordinary given the circumstances. With that being said, I'd like to turn it over to Tony Berg to tell us more about the exciting changes that were made to this program in 2020 and to announce our winners. Mr. Berg, take it away.
Thank you, Tony. I'm excited to announce this year's Chairman's Circle Award winners. Chairman's Circle is in its 8th year with McClatchy, and up until this point has recognized outstanding sales performance. This year, with everything that we faced in 2020, we made the decision to open this up to sales and support across the division. We received 44 nominations this year from every corner of the operation. Trying to narrow down to 10 winners after 44 nominations is no easy task. So we couldn't get to 10. We went to 14. I'm encouraged by all 14 of the winners that we have this year, and I want to congratulate all of them in advance. I also look forward to sharing with all of you several of the other nominations in next month's staff meeting. So here we go with the winners. Amy Thompson, in-market sales, Myrtle Beach. Amy grew business by over 20% last year, finishing over 106% to goal. Brian Varsalone, CSS, Myrtle Beach. Brian was recognized for his pre- and post-sale commitment to his clients, his customers, and his team, and the work that he does every day for us. David Downing, CSS Manager, Myrtle Beach. David was recognized for his outstanding client onboarding skills and his key contribution in our NinjaCant transformation. Denise Martinez, Manager in Market Sales, Miami. Denise was recognized for her innovative ideas, out-of-the-box thinking that helped the Miami team stay on track during a difficult year. James Morgan, Director of Advertising Support. James was recognized for his key role in our AdPoint transition last year, moving away from AdBase and onto a new advertising OMS. Janet Santostefano, Director of East SMB and our publisher in State College. Janet was recognized by her team for her outstanding work with SMB and the in-market sales team. Justin Weiniger, Manager, Marketing Services, Boise. Justin was recognized for his leadership and teamwork across the division. Josh Horn, CSS, Kansas City. Josh was recognized for his work in covering open desks last year that led to upsells totaling over $35,000 for the company. Kristen Harrison, marketing concierge, Macon. Kristen is the go-to person for her reps. Over and over again in her nomination, it was shared how much work she spends not only with her team, but also the clients. Michelle Long, Director of Sales, Columbia. Michelle was recognized for developing her team and helping take Discovery Village to an almost $2 million annual spend. Pamela Wynn, Key Accounts, Charlotte. Pamela was recognized for finishing 26% over goal and 25% over prior year. Scott Zavitz, in-market sales, Lexington. Scott was recognized for finishing 114% to goal and growing year-over-year revenue in his digital desk. Shannon Hayden, call center. Shannon was recognized for her leadership role in switching our obituaries to self-serve, as well as the work that it took to transition the call center. And last but not least, Jared Webb, Key Accounts in Kansas City. Jared was recognized for his work with the grocery category in Kansas City, as well as selling a very unique sponsorship for a book entitled Patrick Mahomes. I'd like to congratulate all of this year's Chairman's Circle winners. I'd also like to specifically call out our political team in Sacramento. Catherine Bitar, Melissa Six, Nicole Dewan, and several others helped us to achieve over $7 million of political revenue over the past year. We couldn't figure out a way to recognize all of you individually, but we did want to call out for your performance in a very key category for us. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for the nominations they submitted this year. It's been an inspiring year. It's a great start to this year, as we've talked about before, and look forward to a good finish to this year. I'd like to turn things over to Billy now for the James McClatchy Awards.
Thanks, Tony, and congratulations to our President's Award winners and Chairman's Circle winners. Next, we are pleased to announce the James McClatchy Award winners. The James McClatchy Award honors the company's unsung heroes, those employees who tirelessly work behind the scenes to make everything we do possible. We received a large volume of nominations for this award, nominated by peers, managers, and direct reports alike. A dedicated selection committee and the executive leadership team reviewed all of these nominations, and I'm proud to announce the following 5 winners of the James McClatchy Award. In no particular order, first up, Rob Polhunas. Rob is described by his colleagues as professional, focused, accessible, and a team player. Rob was invaluable in leading our finance operation through our 2020 restructuring, ensuring that a very complex process went as smoothly as possible. Rob knows the company, its markets, and its people inside and out, and is one of the most valuable assets we have. Thank you, Rob, and congratulations.
Our next winner, Jen Ross. As a member of the legal team, Jen will take on tasks both large and small without hesitation. Her support was invaluable in helping to get dozens of government and legal documents filed as we transitioned from old McClatchy to new McClatchy. Not to be overlooked, Jen has a great sense of humor, is an all-around genuine and kind colleague, making work a better place for those in her orbit. Thank you for everything you do, Jen, and congratulations.
Our next award winner, Brian Hinton. Brian has been hailed for modeling strong teamwork and excellent communication skills. As an experienced and devoted member of the customer service team, he exemplifies leadership in everything he does, whether with staff, peers, or customers. Brian was nominated by both colleagues and managers, which signals how important he is to his team and to McClatchy overall. Congratulations, Brian, and thank you.
The next winner, Steve Collins. As operations manager for the News Tribune, Steve's duties are varied and often complicated. Steve recently directed the large move out of the News Tribune building in Tacoma, remaining focused and positive throughout the entire process. He came up with plans and deadlines, made sure everyone was informed, and kept safety and security paramount. Steve's colleagues report that this complete dedication and effectiveness is just one example of Steve's character and his important contributions to McClatchy overall. Nice job, Steve. Congratulations.
And finally, our last James McClatchy Award, Rick Rubel. Rick has been described as a manager who gives his employees the confidence to reach a little farther and be a little better every day. His knowledge and experience make him a contributor to solutions no matter the challenge. Rick is one of those employees who will find a way to make the impossible happen and will do it with humility and kindness. Rick's attention to detail in the areas of safety and compliance is unparalleled. Rick, thank you and congratulations. I'll now turn it over to Tony to introduce our final award.
Thank you, Billy. Our final award is the Eleanor McClatchy Award. This year, we're pleased to announce not one, but two winners. Each worked in a collaborative, innovative way over the past year to help our company win. This important award is named after Eleanor McClatchy, who led McClatchy as president and CEO for 40 years. Her accomplishments and career as a woman leading a media company starting in 1936 are not widely known. In the early days, she expanded McClatchy's enterprise into radio and TV, embraced new technologies, and was active in the community. The Eleanor McClatchy Award recognizes colleagues who show vision, exemplary leadership skills, dedication to business transformation, and an unwavering winning mindset. The executive team has collaborated to identify winners for our second presentation of the Eleanor McClatchy Award, and we are excited to announce our winners.
The first winner of our Eleanor McClatchy Award is Marae Williams. Marae embodies everything the Eleanor McClatchy Award is designed to recognize. At the Kansas City Star, Marae has written hard-hitting stories that have led to resignations and reforms. She's taken on tough issues like school safety, teen suicide, and campus protests. She conceived the idea for the Star's powerful 7-part Truth in Black and White series, a self-examination of past failures and coverage of the Black community. The project has stirred a national conversation and prompted other metro newspapers to embark on their own self-examination. Marae will now have a bigger, broader platform for leadership as she is moving to write for the Star's editorial board. Congratulations, Marae. And our final award of the day, and the second Eleanor McClatchy winner, is Connie Upchurch. I can't think of any greater demonstration of leadership, grit, determination, and can-do attitude than that demonstrated by Connie. Connie's influence reaches across McClatchy as she serves as a critical partner in many aspects of our business. Connie is detailed, smart, creative, effective, and unshakable. She has never met a challenge she didn't tackle with enthusiasm and grace. The bottom line is Connie delivers. And last but certainly not least, Connie is also a wonderful person who treats everyone with respect and kindness. Congratulations, Connie.
Congratulations, Marae and Connie. We are thrilled to recognize your leadership and your accomplishments. I want to congratulate all of our award winners. We applaud your accomplishments and your commitment to excellence. And thanks to all of you for assembling virtually to celebrate our collective efforts and work that is so vital to the communities we serve. I appreciate everyone's efforts to deliver on our mission and for staying focused on our vision of becoming a digitally driven, sustainable media company. The winners we announced today embody the winning spirit we should all strive for. Please join me in congratulating our award winners. And remember, at McClatchy, we expect to win.